We'll start with English questions and then followed by Spanish.
Mikey, real quick, your thoughts, expectations for season number 2 after as much success as you had last year.
Yeah, the expectations are that we help strengthen the roots that we laid, that foundation we laid last year, and that every single person involved, from the moment they get out of their car to the moment they get back in their car every day in this facility, gives everything to make sure that happens.
What valuable information did the team learn from last year's results that will help them make it better this year?
I think there's a relational information level where we know each other better, right? So we've been through things together, and I think that's already one step in the right direction. Then in terms of familiarity of our own style of play and the environment and who we want to be collectively. And then lastly, I think we're really clear on different ways teams might approach playing us.
What are some of those? I mean, Adamad just said you've been spending a lot of preseason working on that, on what you think teams might do. How do you approach that? I mean, do you have a pretty good idea what teams are going to do, or is it a little bit of guesswork?
It's opponent to opponent is a little bit different, and then it's a little bit of analyzing who they are, but then also trying to estimate and guess what adjustments might they make based on how we play, because especially in possession, our shape is a lot more compact than other shapes. It's a little bit different than other teams, so you can't expect them to play us the same exact way. Like, you might think, oh, that space is going to be open, that space is going to be open, but it might not be open against us. And then ultimately, we think teams will have more teams that try to match us man for man and go really high. And then we think that the other thing that we'll see is this kind of mid to lower block and just take away the middle of the field and see if how we deal with that situation.
So you've been working on that?
Yeah, we've been trying to work on the scenarios that we think could be most relevant.
Is that sort of the next level for this team to identify those things and just?
Yeah, something we talk about a lot is we want to get even better at traveling together, so being a real compact team. And then the other thing is to take what the opponent gives us, to recognize how they're playing us or what adjustments they make in the game, and then exploit that.
Is your squad fully healthy, or is there anybody that we're not going to see for a week or two?
No changes since the only change since the last game is Lewis, who keeps taking steps in the right direction. So we're not 100% if we're going to see him, but he's getting closer and closer. So that's really nice to see.
What can we expect from the goalkeeper position? I know Pablo got the red card.
Yeah, we're going to start Duran at goal. And the reason is that CJ's still in a return to play protocol. This is also why Pablo started the Champions Cup. So right now, it's CJ's main priority is getting back, because it was a serious injury and he missed a lot of training time. So he needs time to readapt his body to the speed of play and just the positional needs that he has. He's definitely going to get there. And then once he does, it's going to be a pure competition again. But right now, Pablo will be leading the charge when he's available, and Duran will be the next man up, and then CJ is ready if needed.
And the goal last year was to make the playoffs. What would you say the goal is this year, and what does the team need to do to achieve that?
I think that the goal last year was to fight for playoffs, if I remember what I said correctly. But the bigger goal was to lay a foundation for the culture, style of play, and have that winning mentality. This year, it's about trying to find consistency with what we started last year, and finding little ways to improve it, make that next step. But the most important thing, again, is can we improve? Can we improve in our style of play, in our intensity, in our quality, and how well we work together? And if we do that, we give ourselves the best chance of having a good season.
You've got a full year in the system now. It's been integrated, it's been installed. How much further along are you right now than you were at this point last year going up to LA?
Yeah, I mean, we played Champions Cup match after 3.5 weeks of training, and the guys played at a pretty good level. So, and that was 2 weeks ago. We couldn't have done that last year for sure. We were much further behind. So, right now it's we're trying to take advantage of the work that was done last year, which means working just as hard right now. And I know that the entire team is committed to really giving everything and going for this season the same way, because if we just do the right things again this year, regardless of the results, we have the opportunity of setting some institutional habits that will set the club up for success long term.
And going back to Duran, we've seen him working around here for a year now. We saw him with Loyal before that. We don't see him on the pitch all that often, except for a short time last year. How much has he improved? How good is he really right now?
Yeah, he's a top young player. And listen, he stepped into some tough situations in games, and he made big saves, and that's part of the reason he's getting this opportunity. And we have the flexibility of giving CJ a little bit longer of a runway to get his fitness and his playing rhythm back. And that's because Duran has showed us that he's a more than capable goalkeeper. And we really trust him with his feet. He's fantastic. He's got a great demeanor for the big moment. You can tell that he's calm under pressure. And he's really excited to show his hometown, what he's got.
You made a signing for the Right Dream Academy player that now makes 5 teenagers on the first team. Why is it so important to integrate these guys into the roster, especially because the other 4 have already kind of earned a lot of appearances so far?
Yeah, man, when you look back at what our mission is, it's to win together, to play our football, and then to develop our individuals. And that goes for staff, but that especially goes for young players. Ultimately, we want to be a player in the global market as we continue to grow as a club, and that means investing in young players, setting conditions for them to develop, and giving them opportunities to thrive.
Those young players are kind of more than likely more prone to make mistakes. How do you let them make those mistakes on the field so that they can learn from it, but also juggle with the fact that you need to secure 3 points?
Yeah, the main thing we talk to them about is they're not going to be given anything, so they have to earn it. It's us seeing in training enough consistency that we can trust them to go out there. Then ultimately, we don't worry about the mistakes so much because everybody makes mistakes. And I think if we take a real close lens at who's making mistakes, I would venture to say that it's all the ages out there. But the more important thing for us is how do they respond to those mistakes? Do they learn from them quickly? And are they able to come back from them? And are they able to show that they're not making the same mistake over and over again? Then we really trust in the trajectory of their development.
The advantages of having a year together as a club seem pretty obvious. Anders said, though, sometimes the second year of a club can be tricky or tough in certain ways. Is there anything in particular that you see that you want to avoid in a second year that maybe other clubs could have fallen victim to?
I think forgetting what gave you the chances of having the season that you had the year before. And that goes for your second year or any club in the next year, right? So when you do something special or almost special, which I think we got almost special, but I think in the big context of things, we also did something special. It can be a natural reaction for people to relax. That was hard. Wow. And that's just something that we won't accept. Here at this club, we want to have this relentless pursuit of winning, relentless pursuit of who we want to be from a culture and a style of play perspective. So right now, it's been a lot of emphasis on we need to not only take the same steps we took last year in our preparation, but we need to take those steps even better now. And we know that in the beginning of a club, this has to be very mindful, and you have to really push yourself to do it. If we do it long enough, this group of players will be the ones who will set the tone for the club for the rest of history in terms of what's just the normal.
Did you appeal Pablo's red card and the fact that you didn't go try to get a more experienced keeper for this situation? Does that just speak to your confidence in Duran?
Yeah, it definitely speaks to the confidence in Duran and also CJ, right? Let's either one of those guys can step in the goal and do the job. And then we appeal all of those situations, even if it regardless of it being the goalkeeper position.
Is it 1, 2, 3? How many games is it?
Just one.
Just one.
We'll go with Spanish questions next.
Buenas tardes, profesor. Somos de Panamá. Queríamos preguntarle para usted qué significa un jugador como Aníbal Godoy, su experiencia, para que pueda contagiar también lo que mencionan los colegas, que hay muchos jóvenes dentro del equipo. Y qué significa también para usted tener un jugador que capitán de la selección de Panamá.
Un privilegio tener un jugador como Aníbal, que también es muy importante, una pieza clave en su selección también, porque trae mucha pasión. Es un tipo que es muy honesto en el trabajo, en su liderazgo. Es un tipo que fuera de la cancha todo el mundo lo ama porque es un tipo que se acerca a los jovencitos, a todo el mundo. Y para nosotros él es muy importante porque muchas veces cuando el partido se pone muy difícil, es uno de los jugadores que tiene esa posibilidad de traer una energía o una emoción, una pasión que nos hace cambiar un poquito el flow del partido.
¿Cómo está el equipo para el arranque de la temporada, de su segundo año?
Ya estamos listos para ir por esta temporada, como lo hicimos el año pasado.
Pero es diferente ahora con la Conca Champions, ¿no? ¿Cómo va a dividir el plantel? Obviamente falta todavía para el último partido, pero es el bicampeón. ¿Cómo va a preparar al equipo? Pensando en MLS y Conca Champions.
Primero y principal, lo más importante es este partido que tenemos en 2 días. Y el enfoque tiene que ser el día a día. ¿Qué estamos haciendo cuando llegamos al complejo y cuando salimos del complejo? Y qué partidos nos quedan enfrente. Pero es verdad que en este año vamos a jugar 2 campeonatos ya de una. Y vamos a necesitar un equipo grande, un plantel grande, donde todo el mundo puede participar. Y va a haber partidos donde jugadores que no han jugado tantos minutos va a tener que jugar minutos y no bajar el rendimiento del equipo.
Y sobre el tema de Pablo, profe, ¿qué tanto ha crecido? Empezó como suplente, termina como titular por las circunstancias, pero cumple muy bien. Se habla incluso de que a nivel de selección pueda hasta levantar la mano. ¿Usted cómo lo ve?
Yo creo que es un mérito del persona, primero que nada, porque es un tipo muy honesto, un tipo trabajador y un tipo muy abierto para aprender. Y esta gente que tienen esta motivación para trabajar todos los días y también la humildad para ser muy abierto, para aprender, siempre tienen chances y obviamente tiene talento también.
Mikey, ¿qué tan importante es arrancar la temporada jugando aquí en casa con la afición de San Diego? ¿Y qué aspectos para mejorar en esta temporada en comparación con la anterior?
Yo creo que es buenísimo porque el estadio Snapdragon siempre tiene esa energía que ayuda mucho al equipo. Y yo creo que lo que tenemos que hacer mejor este año es tener esa viveza de qué espacios nos está dando el rival. Y si podemos analizar bien en campo qué ajustes están haciendo el rival y cómo nos están defendiendo, yo creo que tenemos potencial para crear más oportunidades de gol.
Se anunció el fichaje del nuevo jugador joven. ¿Cómo se ha adaptado el grupo? ¿Qué características tiene?
Brian es un jugador muy potente, entonces muy rápido. Sus movimientos a la espalda son muy rápidos, son muy buenas. También es muy bueno en el 1 contra 1 y también para mí tiene muy buen olfato de gol. Llega muy bien a los áreas donde el gol puede venir. Pero es jovencito, acaba de cumplir 18 y también necesita tiempo para aprender muchas cosas a nivel profesional, pero tiene mucho potencial.
Siguiendo un poco ese aprendizaje, justamente hoy cumpleaños y nos toca entender, quiero saber más bien cuál sea tu filosofía detrás de darle ese ánimo al jugador para que pueda equivocarse, para que enseñarle, ¿sabes qué? Te equivocaste, esta es la manera. Recuerdo que Alex Ferguson decía, no importa si pierdes el balón, si te la quitan, yo lo que quiero ver es que encares. ¿Cuál será tu filosofía con los nuevos jugadores?
Nosotros hablamos de jugar con iniciativa, entonces muy similar a lo que dijo Sir Alex. Y también nosotros hablamos mucho de que vamos a ir un build-up. El único build-up malo es el que no tiene una transición fantástica. Entonces, porque el fútbol es un juego de errores. La pelota se pierde. Pero esa actitud tras pérdida es lo más fundamental. Porque podemos jugar con riesgo y podemos errar cuando sabemos que tenemos ese paracaídas, que es esa transición agresivo y fuerte. Si no tenemos esa transición, tenemos que preocuparnos mucho más de los errores. Entonces hemos hecho acá un contrato entre todos que se puede jugar libre, se puede jugar sin miedo de cometer errores, pero el transición tiene que ser siempre perfecto.
Y nos tocó la temporada pasada un muy buen desempeño de San Diego. ¿Qué te gustaría que se caracterizara el San Diego de este año?
Un equipo consistente en cómo encaran un partido y también cómo son fuera de la cancha, al nivel de valores, y un equipo que siempre va por el partido, que se muestra esa iniciativa para ir por el partido a marcar goles.
Muchas gracias.
Todos los jugadores van a querer ir al Mundial. Aparte de 2 torneos, jugadores que pueden ir al Mundial. ¿Qué dice este año 2026 en la MLS Mundial?
Yo creo que es un año para soñar si amas al fútbol, porque hay mucho fútbol en este país este año. Para nosotros, al nivel de club, va a ser importante que manejamos esa segunda temporada bien y que podemos cambiar el chip después del Mundial. Yo creo que los clubes que hacen el mejor trabajo en eso va a tener ventaja terminando el año. Y también queremos ayudar a lo más posible que lleguen a su selección para un Mundial, porque no hay un honor más grande que representar tu país en un Mundial.
En ese sentido, ¿no le preocupa la cantidad de partidos que se van a jugar? Hay muchos partidos seguidos, hay que manejar las cargas de los jugadores, hay unos que ya están más avanzados en la edad.
Sí, nosotros no tenemos miedo de cambiar el equipo, de rotar, porque si el jugador está entrenando bien y está mostrando que podemos tener confianza en él, es mejor. Entonces, más jugadores en el plantel que sabemos que pueden rendir, mejor. Y estamos trabajando en eso ahora para tener no un grupo de 14 jugadores, pero un grupo de 20, 22 jugadores que pueden aportar.
Thank you, Mikey.
Gracias. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.